Okay, I'm going to demonstrate a project that I created for UAT, the Sneaky McSneak project. So I'm going to go back and forth a bit here. Find my, there we go. My game project rubric here. So I would need a canvas screens, scaling text object, all within my game, image object, button object, and game manager for a finite state machine. So we'll go ahead and start the video and play. Worked just a little bit ago. There it comes. Okay. So there we go. So my zombie does go straight to my guy. Every time I hit play, he follows the sound, and the zombie is saying, "I can hear the player," so that he can. Yes, he does indeed follow the player. Oh, shooting. That's right. I can also shoot. There we go. Okay, so if I load back up again and I turn around, I can I rotate slowly. I can shoot the zombie as well. Okay. There we go. It's just very slow. Shotgun shells into the zombie. Okay, so we'll stop there for a minute. And I'll take a look at my code in just a second. Let's go back to project, scenes. I do have a starting scene. I don't know why it. Let me try this again, because for some reason I did not do the starting scene at all. So if I play it from here, it should go. There we go. Okay. This is actually my starting scene. I started on the wrong scene. So I got the picture, and I have a start button, which is part of the requirements. When I linger over the start button, it does change color. When I press the start button, it'll change color again, and then it'll load into my main screen for my zombie attack here. Okay, let me see. So go back to not in that one. I won't. Okay. Game manager for this the finite state machine. Okay, the hearing though, check for noise. He could hear my player because he was saying I can hear the player. We'll take a look at the code here in just a second. For the vector 3 distance and angle, he does have a vision that he goes to see the player too. So we'll take a look at that in my coding, the raycast, and the controller parent class and everything. Okay, so let's go and look at finite state machine manager and things of that nature first here. I'm going to go into my game manager. It is bug-free as long as I started on the right screen. If I started on the other screen where you do the main gameplay, it doesn't go from the start of the button. And I don't know why it's going to take forever to load today, but I guess it will. Yay. But I'll flip back and forth between the rubric here in a second and the other. Okay, and I did have two different views also. The one view of using the start button, and the other view of when you're actually in the gameplay, which would take care of the that would take care of a screen space and a world space. and canvas scaling. Okay, so, oh, a text object. That was my start button, could be my text object. So back at my guy here. I'll just go in and out of stuff here. There, because my start button has a, oh, come on. It has a screen loader and please work tonight. A state that has a start button, which is the text. It has text within it that says start. So, okay, so the start button would be considered a canvas text object, a canvas image object from the start screen itself. Again, there is canvas right here, and the image is this zombie in the living room, since the zombie was going to be in the living room in the actual game. Okay, I keep wanting to go into that a lot. Okay, so that's my image button, my text, okay, sorry, my text, my image, and my button I showed just a little bit ago too, because it changes colors, and then when you press start, you go into the actual game. We'll take a look at the finite state machine game manager. That's what I was getting ready to do in the first place. Okay, so I do have a game manager right here. So there is an instance, and to destroy game object, and to control the other things. The scene loader is, I'll go off slightly off track here, but the scene loader is just to load the button. So load the next scene, and that makes it current scene index +1, meaning I'm going to go +1 to the next scene. I want to say slide, but it's a scene, not a slide. Okay, and then let me see. Oh, raycast, that will be in hearing and sight. Let's take a look. My controller is connected to the pawn script. So right here I have the protected pawn, and it get component pawn and debug for the pawn. In a state machine here, just a second, it's going to be within the zombie. The pawn itself controls both the controller and zombie behavior. A vector 3 and a transform rotate for direction. I think it talked about vector 3 in the requirements, I'm pretty sure. Let me go back. Yeah, vector 3. We're looking for distance and angle of a vector 3 inside the coding. So this one, vector 3, is within direction and speed, so that it knows where the player is, and it can locate the position. So yeah, okay, distance, angle. Player control, the noise distance, so that's part of not the vector 3 for noise, but that's part of the distance for the casting that we'll take a look at here in a minute with the hearing and sight. Game object bullet and fire point lets my gun be able to shoot at the zombie, even though I'm a bad shot, even in a video game. I miss every time, apparently, even when I write the game. And down here gets the instantiate. No, I don't want to free up space right now. I always have too much on my computer. Gives the fire point position and the fire point rotation. Okay, if we take a look at my zombie control, this is my please go away. Yes, I know, I'm limited on space. We all know. Okay. Finite state machine, because that was, I think, the huge part of this project. So back up by golly, it won't go away. Finite state machine and the game manager and the finite state machine. So take a look at that within the code. So I'm just going to leave it there. Heavens to Atis. Public and state. My 4 states are patrol, attack, search, and chase. Okay, so I have a patrolling control index by, please stop, a header, so that headers trying to keep it organized for patrol, attack, and then this one's the hearing and the site. And I'll go into the hearing and the sites later too. I use voids to change the state, to make a new state each time. So this is the overall void to change to a new state. I'm so sorry, it just won't stop. The pawn target if statement. This if statement goes into the switch. I mean, I must have a really full computer right now. A switch current state. So this is the main part of the finite state machine. So this one's the attack, patrol, hearing so that it can hear, and search. And this is the vector 3 for it to locate the distance. And this is the vector 3 to cause it to see player. So this is what gives the zombie sight and range of sight, or is part of the code to help get it range of sight. Let me see. Attack range, part of the finite, well, this is more like the finite state machine right here. Let me see. This part, patrol, the state of patrol, good golly, it just will not stop. Okay, let's go from here. The patrol goes into the waypoints so that the zombie will stop at each waypoint. So back in my game, if I go back again, okay. So there's waypoint here and here. I did have 4 of them, like making a circle, and then I started to take them away. He goes right next to my guy. But he will head to the closest waypoint in each part of the game. So if I go back into my sample scene, I'll just stop him from, no, it's not going to do that. Let me go into my other scene. Yes, I know my disk is limited. We know. We know. And I don't know why it does that, but it makes it really hard to do. Okay, anyway. It's just gonna drive me crazy. Okay, so my waypoints are here. If my zombie hears my player or sees my player in the line of vision, my zombie will go to the player. Otherwise, my zombie will patrol according to his states, and he will follow this like a circle. When he gets to 2, he'll head back up and around to make a circle, well, kind of like a half a circle as he walks around the house. Okay, so let's see. I have a game manager for the finite state machine. I looked over my finite state machine. We looked at, let's go into the hearing and the vision scripts a bit more. Hearing script. So I had a float for the hearing radius and a vector 3 again to get the hearing radius, and game manager instance to get the hearing range. The debug log says I can hear the player, so when you're looking in the console, the zombie will say, hear the player. And then if we take a look at the site, this vector 3 is my angle, because on the assignment, it asked for a vector 3 distance, which is in the vision one, the AI vision. So that was AI hearing, check for noise, and he heard it, and he'll say, I can hear the player. I don't know why a zombie would talk, but we'll go over that another day. But the AI vision that he could see, and I used a vector 3 angle for that one. So right here is the vector 3 angle. Right here, array cast hit 2D, array cast, for him to find the player within his line of sight. So I think that was the other part. Yeah, it was in there somewhere, I thought. Yes, we know. I do not have space. I've got it. Okay. Oh, AI controller, player controller. Yes, I have those up here at the top of the script. Player controller. The zombie controller is my AI control, and I have this controller too. Let me see what else. Back again. Bug error free. It does play anyway. I do have a parent class, which is here. We took a look at that already for the vector 3. Okay. Rotate towards. Let me see. Okay. And then commenting in the video right now, and project organization. That is really bugging me. For project organization, I do have some folders. Like here's my fonts folder. I just made a whole thing prefabs under assets a folder. So there's my my player, my zombie, my weapon. This is my scenes folder. I stuck my fonts inside because I found a horror font to make the so like when I go back to the one scene with the button, that's what makes it look all creepy and everything. And I threw all of my scripts in its own little folder as well. And all these are the PNGs that I could have used. I did not use all these, but all the PNGs that I could have used. And oh, my tiles. I do indeed like my tile map. So I created the tile map for this one. I don't know if that was on the or not. Canvas text, button, scale. Well, the screen space, world space could be considered with the map itself. So I ended up making 3 parts to my grid. Okay, there we go. Okay, so the ground is the bottom, all the brown like the wood of the house, and then the green and the blue like there's a swimming pool outside. I was going to try to make the zombie, swim in the pool, but I ran out of time. The carpets I ended up putting on a different layer. I just, to me, carpet goes over top of the ground. Later I realized, yeah, I could have just done that without putting the carpet on the. I could have just added it to ground, but I was treating it like the Sims video game, I guess. And then on the last part of the grid, I added in my furniture. I did give them colliders, but I could get my zombie to go away from my colliders. My furniture as colliders ended up not working very well, but the rest of it I think is there. The project. Okay, so I think that is it. Thank you very much. I'll stop my recording.